3 years ago, and every once in a while you sort of feel the presence, but I don't know whether that's just because you want to feel the presence.
In a career that spans decades, Clint Eastwood has seen it all: fame, fortune, and more than his fair share of heartache.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to break your leg because I'm heavy.
Well, I've got to. You're not that heavy, really, and you can come to my office anytime.
But nothing could have prepared the Hollywood icon for the devastating news he's now facing. The man who has stood tall against adversity in both his films and his life is now grappling with a sorrow that no amount of strength can shield him from. Let's get into the details. Clint Eastwood, the legendary tough guy of the silver screen, has lived a life as dramatic as any of his movies. Now in his 90s, he still carries the weight of a past filled with both triumph and heartache. Born in the midst of the Great Depression, Clint's early life was marked by constant change. His father's job kept the family on the move, forcing young Clint to adapt to new schools and new faces time and time again. Though he missed the stability of a permanent home, Clint learned valuable lessons about resilience and hard work from his father. A shy and introverted child, Clint struggled to connect with his peers. He preferred to observe the world from a distance, rarely sharing his thoughts and feelings. Making friends was a challenge, and he often felt like an outsider. Then, fate intervened in the form of a school play. Reluctantly thrust into the spotlight, Clint discovered a hidden talent. The experience was transformative, unlocking a confidence he never knew he possessed. Suddenly, the shy boy found his voice, and the world took notice. That fateful school play marked a turning point in Clint Eastwood's life. It ignited a passion that would lead him to Hollywood stardom and beyond. Through the magic of acting, Clint found a way to express himself and connect with others. The shy kid who once struggled to make friends became a beloved icon, admired by millions. From those hesitant steps on the school stage, Clint Eastwood began his journey towards becoming the iconic figure we know today. The shy boy blossomed into a confident and charismatic actor and director, capturing hearts on and off screen. But school wasn't Clint's forte. Just like his father, Clinton Sr., who, despite excelling at football, wasn't particularly enthusiastic about academics, Clint struggled to find motivation within the classroom walls. Described as lazy when it came to school, Clinton Sr. even dropped out of college after just 1 year. Clint followed a similar path. He found little joy in textbooks and lectures, his mind wandering to sports fields and the great outdoors. Sitting still for hours didn't appeal to him, and he couldn't see the value in poring over schoolwork. His grades reflected this lack of interest, consistently falling below average, forcing him to attend summer school to catch up. But even with extra help, improvement was elusive. His grades remained so dismal that he had to repeat a grade in an attempt to salvage his academic record. High school wasn't much different. Clint's reputation as a troublemaker grew. One incident particularly upset his mother, Ruth Eastwood. She recounted how Clint had written something offensive on a scorecard during a sports game, a prank that landed him in hot water. Clint's rebellious streak didn't stop at rude remarks on scorecards. He once went as far as constructing a life-sized effigy out of straw and burying it in the schoolyard, a testament to his disregard for conformity. He marched to the beat of his own drum, unconcerned with fitting in or following the rules. His focus was on pursuing his own interests and desires, regardless of what others thought. However, amidst this youthful rebellion, a life-altering event shook Clint to his core. It wasn't a schoolyard prank or a clash with authority, but rather a brush with death during his early years in the U.S. Army. Drafted during the Korean War, Clint found himself on a plane returning to San Francisco. The pilot, a friend from the Air Force, was at the helm, but their journey took a terrifying turn when the aircraft malfunctioned, plummeting towards the ocean. Clint's life flashed before his eyes as he faced the stark reality of his mortality. Years later, he would vividly recall the sheer terror that gripped him. He knew nothing about aviation, and the sudden realization that his life was hanging by a thread filled him with a primal fear. Miraculously, Clint survived the crash, swimming to safety along with the other passengers. But the ordeal wasn't over. He later learned that the crash site was known for its population of great white sharks. The thought of what could have happened sent shivers down his spine. He was grateful for his ignorance at the time, acknowledging that the knowledge would have paralyzed him with fear. The plane crash left an indelible mark on Clint. It was a traumatic experience that haunted him for years. Clint's path to stardom wasn't paved with gold. It was a long and winding road filled with obstacles and setbacks. Breaking into the entertainment industry proved to be an uphill battle. He struggled to secure roles and gain recognition, often facing rejection and disappointment. His first taste of the big screen came with the movie Revenge of the Creature. However, his role was minor, an uncredited lab technician, and far from the leading man status he dreamed of. The experience left him hungry for more substantial opportunities. The struggle continued. Clint found himself taking on a series of small parts in various films, barely scraping by financially. To make ends meet, he had to juggle acting with odd jobs, working at a gas station and managing an apartment building. The glamorous life of a Hollywood star seemed a distant dream. Just as a glimmer of hope appeared on the horizon, Clint faced a crushing blow. Universal Studios, the studio that had given him a chance, decided to terminate his contract. They essentially told him he wasn't cut out for the industry, a rejection that shattered his confidence. The setback sent Clint spiraling into a dark place. He had poured his heart and soul into his acting career, and now it felt like all his efforts were in vain. His mental health suffered as anxiety gripped him, particularly when he was on set filming movies. One of the most challenging experiences was during the filming of Revenge of the Creature. The pressure to perform, coupled with the uncertainty of his future, triggered intense anxiety attacks. Clint found himself battling not only the demands of the role, but also the demons within his own mind. The challenges on set extended beyond Clint's internal struggles. He once witnessed a heated argument between the director and producer of Revenge of the Creature, specifically about a line he was supposed to deliver. The experience left him feeling even more vulnerable and inadequate. The director's harsh criticism, delivered in front of the entire crew, deeply wounded Clint's already fragile confidence. The incident took a toll on his mental state, and he found himself unable to work for several months. The scars of that experience lingered, a constant reminder of the cutthroat nature of the film industry. Even as Clint's career gained momentum and he achieved greater success, anxiety continued to plague him. In the 1970s, while filming Joe Kidd, he experienced another severe anxiety attack, exacerbated by a bronchial infection. The combination of physical and mental distress left him feeling close to death, a terrifying ordeal that reinforced his ongoing battle with anxiety. Tragedy struck again in July 1970 when Clint's father, Clint Eastwood Sr., suffered a fatal heart attack. He was preparing for a round of golf when he collapsed, and despite his mother's frantic efforts, he couldn't be revived. The sudden loss of his father at the young age of 64 devastated Clint and his family. The grief compounded the challenges Clint was already facing. The loss of his father, coupled with his ongoing struggles with anxiety, tested his resilience. It was a period of profound sadness and reflection as he grappled with the complexities of life and death. In the aftermath of his father's passing, Clint expressed his disbelief in God during an interview with film critic Gene Siskel. His views on spirituality, however, evolved over time. By 2023, his daughter Catherine revealed that most of their family members, including Clint, didn't adhere to traditional religious beliefs. They either lacked faith or embraced alternative spiritual paths. While Clint Eastwood may not adhere to traditional religious practices, he finds solace and connection in the grandeur of nature. This spiritual inclination is evident in his work, particularly in films like Pale Rider, 1985, where the vast landscapes serve as a backdrop for exploring themes of faith and redemption. Growing up during the Depression era, Clint's family moved frequently, exposing him to various churches and religious perspectives. Despite this diverse exposure, he describes his religious upbringing as undefined, lacking a specific denominational affiliation. Nevertheless, he acknowledges being deeply moved by spiritual experiences, such as standing in awe at the Grand Canyon. Contemplating death, Clint reflects on its meaning and impact on life. The prospect of reuniting with deceased loved ones, including his parents, offers a sense of comfort and diminishes his fear of mortality. Conversely, the possibility of nothingness after death serves as a motivation to live a more fulfilling life, cherishing the gift of existence. In 1975, Clint publicly endorsed transcendental meditation during an appearance on The Merv Griffin Show alongside Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, the practice's founder. He has maintained a daily meditation routine ever since, emphasizing its significance in his life. Meditation provides a space for introspection and stillness, allowing him to navigate the complexities of life with greater clarity and equanimity. The sudden loss of his father at a relatively young age had a profound impact on Clint and his family. They had witnessed his grandfather live into his 90s and never anticipated such an early departure for his father. It was a shock that left them reeling, questioning the fragility of life and the unpredictability of fate. Clint's father held a special place in his heart, and his absence left a void that couldn't be easily filled. The loss forced Clint to confront his own mortality and reevaluate his priorities. He began to question whether life had more hardships in store for him and his family. The loss of his father served as a stark reminder of life's fragility, prompting Clint to prioritize his own health. He recognized the importance of nutrition and exercise in maintaining well-being. It was a shift in perspective, a realization that he needed to take care of himself, not just for his own sake, but also for those who depended on him. Film producer Fritz Manes, a close acquaintance of Clint's, confirmed the profound impact of his father's death. He observed Clint grappling with the loss, struggling to comprehend the suddenness of it all. It was a wound that took time to heal, leaving a lasting impression on Clint's outlook on life. Beyond personal challenges, Clint also faced professional criticism throughout his career. One notable instance was the controversy surrounding his film American Sniper. Some viewers felt the movie glorified war and failed to address its complexities. They criticized its portrayal of the protagonist, Chris Kyle, and his strong opinions about his enemies. Clint, however, defended his artistic choices. He clarified that the film's message was misunderstood. While he believed in a country's right to defend itself, he personally opposed war and violence. His intention was to shed light on the sacrifices made by soldiers in service to their country, not to promote a particular political agenda. He acknowledged that some viewers interpreted the film as endorsing Chris Kyle's views, but he maintained that this was not his intention. He sought to present the experiences of soldiers like Kyle, showcasing the challenges they face and the toll war takes on their lives. Despite the differing interpretations, Clint's aim remained clear: to honor the sacrifices of those who serve their country without advocating for any specific political or ideological stance. He wanted to spark conversations and encourage viewers to reflect on the complexities of war, rather than providing easy answers or promoting a particular viewpoint. In 1975, tragedy struck the set of The Eiger Sanction. During a mountain climbing scene, a horrific accident occurred, resulting in the loss of one life and severe injuries to another. David Knowles, an experienced climber serving as a stunt double, was alongside Mike Hoover when a rock unexpectedly dislodged, causing devastating injuries and tragically claiming Knowles' life. Witnesses described the aftermath as surreal and nightmarish. Clint Eastwood, deeply affected by the loss, initially considered halting production. The weight of the tragedy hung heavy on his shoulders, casting a shadow over the entire project. After much contemplation and consultation with the cast and crew, Clint made the difficult decision to continue filming. It was a choice driven by a sense of responsibility to honor Knowles' memory and complete the project they had started together. When The Eiger Sanction was finally released, it received mixed reviews. However, the memory of the tragic accident during filming remained a poignant reminder of the risks and sacrifices involved in filmmaking. It served as a sobering experience for Clint, reinforcing the importance of safety and the preciousness of life. Clint Eastwood's personal life has also been marked by its share of challenges, particularly in his relationships with his children. His daughter Kimber has expressed mixed emotions about her famous father, especially when she sought his guidance in pursuing a career in the film industry. She yearned for his support and mentorship, but often felt a distance between them. Despite being a Hollywood icon, Clint has always been fiercely private about his personal life. He reveals little, even to his closest friends, preferring to maintain a guarded exterior. His focus has always been on his work, shielding his personal affairs from public scrutiny. This guardedness has led to criticism and accusations of infidelity and promiscuity. Throughout his life, Clint has been linked to numerous women, and his relationships have often been the subject of tabloid speculation. However, he has always maintained a stoic silence, refusing to engage in public discussions about his private life. In the 1990s, a woman named Lori Murray made a startling discovery. She learned that she had been adopted as a baby and embarked on a journey to uncover her biological roots. With the help of professionals, Lori discovered that Clint Eastwood was her biological father. When Lori contacted Clint with this news, he welcomed her into his life with open arms. He even introduced her to the media during the 2004 Oscars, acknowledging their connection and embracing her as his daughter. The revelation of Lori Murray's existence wasn't entirely unexpected for Clint. According to Patrick McGilligan's account, Clint had suspected he might have another child out there, but he had never been certain. Lori's biological mother had listed Clint Eastwood as her father when she placed Lori for adoption, leaving a lingering question mark in Clint's life. Clint's love life has always captivated the public's imagination. Over the years, he has fathered 8 children with different women, a pattern that reveals a complex and often overlapping tapestry of relationships. For instance, during his marriage to Maggie Johnson, he was also involved with actor and director Sandra Locke. This trend continued when he began dating Frances Fisher, while still in a relationship with Locke, and later with Dina Ruiz, while still involved with Fisher. It seemed Clint struggled to commit to one relationship at a time, his heart often divided between multiple women. One of the most significant relationships in his life was with Roxanne Tunis, which spanned an impressive 14 years. What's striking is that both Clint and Roxanne were married to other people throughout this period. Clint openly acknowledged Roxanne as his true love, and even after their affair ended, he couldn't help but speak fondly of her in interviews. Their relationship resulted in the birth of their daughter Kimber, marking the beginning of Clint's complex romantic journey. In 2023, Clint suffered a heartbreaking loss when Roxanne passed away at the age of 93. An actress and dancer from Scranton, Pennsylvania, Roxanne had been battling a brief illness. Kimber, their shared daughter, revealed that Clint was deeply affected by Roxanne's death, sending his condolences despite their complicated history. It's evident that Roxanne held a special place in Clint's heart until the very end. The seeds of this complex romantic journey were sown in 1959 during the second season of Rawhide. Clint embarked on a significant relationship with Roxanne Tunis, who was also a stuntwoman and was separated from her husband at the time. The existence of Kimber, the child born from Clint and Roxanne's relationship, was a closely guarded secret for years. It wasn't until July 1989, when the National Enquirer publicly revealed the news, that their hidden family connection came to light. Despite their efforts to maintain privacy, Kimber's birth certificate listed Clint Eastwood as her father, confirming their biological ties. Biographers and sources offer differing accounts regarding Maggie Johnson's, Clint's then-wife, awareness of Kimber's existence. Some suggest that Johnson might have initially been unaware of the baby, while others claim she was well aware and even met Roxanne Tunis during an unexpected visit to the set of Breezy in 1972. Clint himself hinted at the unconventional nature of his marriage to Maggie in a 1971 interview, stating, "We don't believe in togetherness," suggesting an open marriage arrangement. Johnson, known for her discretion, rarely discussed personal matters publicly, but did acknowledge Clint's career and achievements in a 1992 interview without commenting on Tunis specifically. Despite media interest and speculation, Roxanne Tunis and her family maintained a steadfast silence, declining interviews and fiercely protecting their privacy. However, anonymous sources close to the Tunis family provided insights into the relationship for biographies like McGilligan's, suggesting Eastwood's desire for fatherhood with Tunis and his joy upon learning of Kimber's pregnancy. In the wake of the National Enquirer revelations, Kimber Eastwood has occasionally spoken to the media about her relationship with her father and the complexities surrounding their family dynamics. She has shared both the challenges and joys of growing up with a famous father and the unique circumstances surrounding her birth. The public revelation of her paternity in 1989 brought mixed emotions for Kimber. She grappled with the sudden exposure and the complexities it brought to her family dynamics. The media attention and scrutiny that followed were overwhelming, and she navigated these challenges with a mix of resilience and vulnerability. Roxanne Tunis, even after her passing, is remembered as one of Clint Eastwood's true loves, a significant chapter in his personal history. Their relationship, though unconventional and complex, left an enduring mark on both their lives. It's a testament to the power of love and connection, even in the face of societal norms and expectations. Beyond his romantic entanglements, Clint's enduring career in Hollywood has also exposed him to the challenges of fame and public scrutiny. His political views, in particular, have sparked controversy and misunderstandings. Despite speaking out on various political figures, Clint has often been misquoted and criticized, leading to confusion about his actual political stance. In 2019, a viral meme falsely attributed an endorsement of then U.S. President Donald Trump to Clint, causing widespread confusion and debate. While Clint had expressed a preference for Trump over Hillary Clinton in 2016, he never formally endorsed either candidate. By 2020, Clint shifted his support to the Democratic candidate Michael Bloomberg, believing him to be the best choice. He acknowledged agreeing with some of Trump's actions, but criticized his behavior, particularly online. Patrick McGilligan's book, Clint, The Life and Legend, portrays Clint in a critical light, describing him as someone who always seeks control and is willing to go to great lengths to maintain it. McGilligan emphasizes Eastwood's reputation for being controlling and dominant, recounting instances where he allegedly terminated contracts with employees who challenged his authority. Statements from former colleagues suggest the widespread impact of Eastwood's decisions. One producer even suggested that a hypothetical gathering of those he has allegedly wronged would fill the LA Coliseum. Clint Eastwood has strongly refuted the characterization of him as a controlling and domineering figure. In an interview with CBS News, he denied seeking absolute control and emphasized his collaborative approach to filmmaking. He pointed to his multifaceted involvement in projects like $1 Million Baby, where he served as producer, director, and even contributed to the score, as evidence of his inclusive working style. Eastwood's rebuttal challenges McGilligan's portrayal, suggesting a more nuanced understanding of his leadership and creative process. He expressed a preference for collaboration, involving everyone in his filmmaking endeavors. This contrast in viewpoints highlights the complexities of Eastwood's personality and how perceptions of his leadership style can vary within the entertainment industry. In his personal life, Clint Eastwood has found stability and contentment. He has a passion for real estate, a passion that blossomed during his time in the U.S. Army at Fort Ord in the late 1960s. On Christmas Eve of 1967, he made a significant real estate investment by purchasing 5 parcels of land totaling 283 acres along Highway 1 near Malpaso Creek, south of the scenic Carmel Highlands. He acquired the land from Charles Sawyer, marking the beginning of his ventures in the Carmel area. In May 1968, Clint, along with fellow actor James Garner, purchased 34.4 acres of wooded land in Carmel Valley from the Howard Hutton estate for $640,000. This property was strategically located opposite the Rancho Cañada Country Club and its golf course, making it a valuable asset in a prime location. In November 1983, Eastwood and Garner demonstrated their philanthropic spirit by donating a portion of their Carmel Valley property to the Housing Authority of Monterey County. This significant contribution underscored their dedication to community well-being, specifically earmarking the land for senior housing. Their actions reflected a deep-seated commitment to improving the lives of older residents in their community through thoughtful and impactful initiatives. Clint Eastwood's influence in the real estate world extends beyond his personal investments, reflecting his commitment to both financial success and environmental conservation. His journey began with the establishment of his production company, Malpaso Productions, which played a pivotal role in his career success. In 1995, he acquired 650 acres in the Highlands, later selling this land to Monterey County for $3.8 million. Notably, he ensured a permanent conservation easement on the property, safeguarding it from future development. This action underscored Eastwood's dedication to preserving the area's natural beauty and preventing encroachment on its pristine landscapes. Following this sale, he reinvested by purchasing the Odello Ranch, spanning 134 acres at the mouth of the Carmel River. He took proactive measures to protect his investments, including the Mission Ranch Resort and Mission Fields residential neighborhood, from flooding by lowering levees along the Carmel River's southern side. This demonstrated his foresight and commitment to safeguarding both his financial interests and the well-being of the community. In a gesture of philanthropy, in 1997, Eastwood and his former wife, Maggie Johnson, donated 49 acres of the Odello Ranch, along with water rights, to the Big Sur Land Trust. This generous act further solidified their dedication to environmental conservation and ensured the preservation of this valuable land for future generations. In 2016, Clint Eastwood further solidified his commitment to conservation by donating the remaining Odello East land to the Big Sur Land Trust. This generous act expanded the protected area, ensuring its natural beauty and ecological integrity would be preserved for years to come. His real estate portfolio continued to grow with the acquisition of 550 acres known as the Canada Woods Development, situated east of Odello Ranch. This purchase demonstrated his ongoing interest in acquiring and managing valuable properties. Beyond California, Eastwood's real estate holdings extended across the United States. He owned a mansion in Bel Air, homes in Sun Valley, Idaho, and an oceanfront manor in Kauai, Hawaii. These diverse properties showcased his appreciation for different landscapes and his ability to identify lucrative investment opportunities. Throughout his life, Eastwood has demonstrated a profound dedication to real estate investments that not only yield financial returns, but also contribute positively to environmental conservation efforts. His focus on preserving land through conservation easements, particularly in the Carmel area, exemplifies his commitment to safeguarding natural resources and promoting sustainable land management practices. In addition to his real estate ventures, Eastwood's romantic involvements have often been the subject of public scrutiny. His simultaneous relationships with notable figures like Sandra Locke, Maggie Johnson, Frances Fisher, and Dina Ruiz have been widely discussed, reflecting the complexities and challenges of his personal journey alongside his professional accomplishments. Clint Eastwood's contributions to film, television, and music have garnered him an impressive collection of awards and nominations throughout his illustrious career. He has achieved particular renown in the film industry, where he has received numerous accolades, including Academy Awards, Directors Guild of America Awards, Golden Globe Awards, and People's Choice Awards. One of Eastwood's most remarkable achievements is his shared distinction with Warren Beatty of being one of the few individuals to have been nominated for both Best Actor and Best Director for the same film. He accomplished this feat with Unforgiven and $1 Million Baby, showcasing his exceptional talent and versatility in both acting and directing. In the realm of directing, Eastwood is highly regarded as one of the few directors, primarily known as actors, to have won an Academy Award for directing. On February 27, 2005, he joined an exclusive group, becoming one of only 3 living directors, along with Milos Forman and Francis Ford Coppola, to have helmed 2 Best Picture-winning films. Furthermore, Eastwood has directed several actors to Academy Award-winning performances, including Gene Hackman in Unforgiven, Tim Robbins and Sean Penn in Mystic River, and Morgan Freeman and Hilary Swank in $1 Million Baby. His contributions to cinema have not only solidified his position as a prolific filmmaker, but also as a director capable of eliciting award-winning performances from his cast. Eastwood's illustrious career has been recognized with numerous prestigious awards and honors across various fields. In 1984, he was honored with a ceremony at Grauman's Chinese Theater, where he immortalized his hand and footprints in cement. He received the AFI Life Achievement Award in 1996 and was granted an honorary degree from AFI in 2009. On December 6, 2006, California Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger and First Lady Maria Shriver inducted Eastwood into the California Hall of Fame at the California Museum for History, Women, and the Arts. In early 2007, he was awarded the Legion of Honor, France's highest civilian distinction, at a ceremony in Paris by French President Jacques Chirac, who praised Eastwood as embodying the best of Hollywood. In October 2009, Eastwood received the Lumière Award at the inaugural Lumière Film Festival in Lyon, France. This esteemed accolade recognized his entire career and his significant contribution to cinema, further solidifying his legacy as a global icon. In February 2010, President Barack Obama presented Eastwood with the National Medal of Arts, describing his films as essays in individuality, hard truths, and the essence of what it means to be American. Eastwood's work resonated with audiences and critics alike, capturing the spirit of the American experience and exploring complex themes with depth and authenticity. His impact extended beyond the entertainment industry, as evidenced by the numerous honorary degrees he received. In 2006, the University of the Pacific bestowed upon him an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters. The University of Southern California followed suit in 2007 with an honorary Doctor of Humane Letters, and the Berklee College of Music awarded him an honorary Doctor of Music degree at the Monterey Jazz Festival in 2007. These accolades reflected his profound influence on various artistic fields and his enduring legacy as both an actor and director. On February 26, 2009, Clint Eastwood was honored with the prestigious honorary Golden Palm Award by the Cannes Film Festival. This recognition, bestowed at a significant ceremony in Paris, underscored his outstanding contributions to cinema and his lasting impact on the global film landscape. Later that same year, on July 22nd, he received another esteemed honor. Emperor Akihito of Japan bestowed upon him the Order of the Rising Sun, gold rays with neck ribbon. This award recognized his significant role in enhancing Japan-United States relations through his work and influence, highlighting his ability to bridge cultures and foster understanding through the power of cinema. In 2013, Eastwood was honored with the Golden Pine Lifetime Achievement Award at the International Samobor Film Music Festival. This award, shared with esteemed figures like Ryoichi Sakamoto and Jerry Goldsmith, celebrated his enduring impact on both film and music, recognizing his contributions to the art of storytelling through visual and auditory mediums. Despite facing numerous ups and downs throughout his life, Clint Eastwood navigated the challenges with resilience and determination. He stayed true to his path, overcoming obstacles and setbacks to become a global icon. His love life may have been complex and unconventional, but he ultimately found love and companionship. His earlier struggles and the lessons he learned from them shaped his character and fueled his drive for success. His accomplishments and recognition stand as a testament to his hard work and dedication. With Clint Eastwood pouring a part of himself into each of his works, the world now has a treasure trove of his artistic expression that will endure for generations to come.